true display of might. Minds restrict your every move. Survive. Volley! Expecting praise? Your guilt weighs you down. May their blood fuel your progress. Half completed or half unfinished. Their skin grows stiff and resilient.
Sucker wall! Lend me your strength! The skies belong to the first ones!
A rarity, and all mine.
A true display of might. They accelerate beyond reason. Bring death. May your next attempt prove more fruitful.
failed run at the ultimatum. Okay. Aren't people even playing this game anymore? Hope they are. 'Cause ain't much else to play in my mind at this point. Okay, just want to figure out what is left to do. I think bring this character to 90 is one thing, and then
Go on.
as we just saw in a previous clip, this poison is doing 1 million off the bat, and I don't know how big the poison is. It could be like 500k or dragged on for 86 seconds. Okay, 3-4 mil per poison. I don't know. Can't really tell yet. Let's see. No. 230 EX. No fucking way. No. 1 div. 1 div for a cast on shock. Some of these trades are very revealing about what's going on. Let's go back here. Alright, just do some straight up leveling, just because. What is making that sound? What the hell? This thing? That is really weird because I don't see any of you guys making sound. Oh, Final Cut Pro. Let's see if we can try a bit of editing. I'm gonna make a little video later about better Titan or Pathfinder and it's so obnoxious. It's a really cool video I saw about the hit. No, it's not about hit. It was about editing. But what I remember was it's funny how my mind just says hit because it's why blockbuster movies are so boring. Not everyone thinks they're boring, but I do. So I'm very curious as why, because I'm not sure why. It's because there are scenes of what they call spectacle. Just hold on. Scenes of what they call spectacle, and the spectacle is basically the action scenes, right? That do nothing to advance the plot or story. It's distracting. Something cool to watch. And it's okay. It's amazing how less tanky I feel in Ultimate. Ultimate is really hard still. Like, these T16 maps are joke compared to Ultimatum. That's insane. But okay. This is kind of boring, actually. And seriously, Endgame? I don't know, man. It's kind of boring. Unless there's some kind of like thing you're chasing after, like something you really want. And for this build, is there something I really want for this build? Like, you gotta have Heroic Tragedy. I think that's a really good gem for this, because it's kind of like a little bit tight on defense, and I know that Heroic Tragedy. What did it say for Olroth? I believe it was. It's called Knightly Tenets. For 2 intelligence, right? Wow. So you're getting this no will give you 100%, 100% increased evasion rating. Just it's stacked on top of the other sources, but that's crazy. It's insane. You know, like I wonder why. Yeah, I have to get one. And what's crazy about that one is like there's not a calculator like there was for Lethal Pride and PoE1. So you just can't tell what notables will be changed to what. But there is one that's 20% magnitude of poison plus something else, I think. Like, that's crazy. Because what I've noticed is that those things can be like repeated and cluster around wherever you put it. So I mean it could be pretty significant. Oh my god, that pop is gigantic. Oh yeah. Also, he also tried to explain what's really interesting. Why is Matrix 2 and 3 not as good as Matrix 1? And come on, like, it's true. I completely forgot everything about Matrix 2 and 3. Other than Neo went blind at some point. There's a Dragon Ball Z kind of fight in the middle, which was... I don't remember it, honestly, like, whatever. But I sure as I remember the fight with Morpheus. And, like, when he... in Matrix 1. And also, like, when he was dodging all those bullets from, at some point. And then... But he was, like, kind of, like, as he was learning something. Like, I don't know. Then, like, Trinity was it? Was that her name? Like, was, like, commenting on the whole thing and saying, you dodge like that, right? And, like, I remember that. And if you think about it from a pure, like, okay, let's just take all these scenes in isolation. You strip out the story. Everything. You just watch those action scenes in isolation. And could you say that one is technically that much superior than the others? Like, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not a choreographer. I can't judge this stuff. I mean, I kind of know when it looks good, it looks good, right? Everyone can see that. But what's the big difference? The big difference is that in the scene where he's learning to dodge like them, well, he's learning to dodge like them. So there's a context to it. Like, it's like, you know, the Zero to Hero, right? But not that straightforward. Because, you know, he's not quite sure what the damn thing is, right? And he doesn't do it perfectly either. He gets nicked, right? Which also makes it better because, you know, like, there's something to be said about how boring a perfect action scene would be. Because he never gets hit, he just demolishes shit in front of him. And it could be very well choreographed for all I care with the perfect camera work. And it's like, but so, like, was the thing, was he fighting, was that hard to beat? Is this supposed to be impressive? Like, we're almost past the point where, like, seeing hands fly up and hit stuff and just demolish shit, is that not impressive anymore? You can, like, swing the camera as fast as you want, cut it whatever you want. It's just, what matters a lot at that point is, like, the why and the how, right? As always. and whether it relates to a human theme. And you know, this thing has never changed in the last God knows how long. And I think, you know, if you're gonna prioritize something, usually, I think, I think it's the timeless stuff, timeless jewels. But you know, the timeless stuff is what is really interesting. So I forgot the explanation, but it was like also, incessant action is exhausting, and it was like, why? Because, and I thought it was funny because it relates to PoE and even Lightning Spear, right? The body will show no empathy. Like, what? Really? Yeah, I mean, okay, what do you mean by that? They're saying, usually for anything, think of any action you do in the world, a tennis stroke, even like forehand, prepare. You don't prepare for a tennis stroke, you're gonna miss it like by a mile. Like, people obviously say like preparation, knowing the ball, where the ball's going, is like half the damn shot, right? And then execution and release, follow through, right? This is like a very common bodily action we engage in everything, not just tennis. Okay? You don't just go up to it and smack the ball up. And if a tennis game is like that, where you're supposed to just push one button at the exact moment at which you're supposed to hit it, and then just go straight flying across and smack, it's not fun. It has no empathy because it has no correlation to what we've experienced in life. So an action like that, like designing a game like that, as amusing as it might be, or as amusing as it might be to achieve that, let's say you don't start off like that, but you achieve it, it will quickly get boring because essentially you are removing the empathy from the scene. So, like she worded it best. She said, instead of prepare, action, recover, it's just hit, 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 hit. And there's no empathy in that. And that's exactly right. And that's why Lightning Spear is so boring. Spear, 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 spear. Boss comes, spear, 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 spear. You know, like in your hideout, spear. No, you stop in your hideout. But I mean, like, you know, just spear, 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 spear. Like, that can't be any fun. And although I think this is kind of like a one-button build, at least there's a setup. At least you have to prepare with shield charge. Then you can like destroy with Plague Nova. If you miss, start over. And yeah, there's no recovery. But you know. And like even with Flicker Strike, it's more amusing. Like there's efficiency metrics. Like, have people even done this? How many monsters per square meter can you kill within 10 seconds? Like, I don't know, like some crazy shit like that. But like, that shouldn't be the only factor that determines how good a build is. There's also the fun factor. Like, is this build fun to play? And it's not, fun is not defined by I can kill more monsters than the other guy in a short time. No way. No way. And neither is it I can tackle on content that no one else can do. Absolutely not. If you ever watched like Conor Conquer's, I think he's a great build guy. I say it again and again. He's this guy's a genius. I mean, for him to come up with these, the mana force and arrows set up with Indigon, I don't know, man. I mean, not good. It's crazy stuff, man. It's mad scientist stuff. But his builds feel like shit to play. I don't want to explain it. Like, I tried MS, the Molten Strike Zenith. It's like, only because he holds the division of what the endgame is like, but after he mid stages, like, because he's thinking to himself, this will crush my competition. That's why he's going to stick with it. And he's playing a different game here. He's playing the Build Makers competition game, or he wants to accomplish the endgame that everyone else can. That's always something cool, but if it means that you have to withstand like an awful campaign and awful like start of the end game, I will never feel like that. Like, the problem with end game stuff usually is, well, in this game in particular, I hate enough of it. This is what you do in end game right now. I mean, unless you like do all the preparation, like an effort to make it meaningful. But to me, I'm like, give me a break. In the game, if I want to do actual work, or make it hard, well, see the thing, my build making work for me is not. It's fun. It's fun. It's like a Tetris puzzle. I don't like Tetris. It's a game. It's like that. It's like a fun puzzle game. But juicing your maps, like when it comes to those delirium stuff, where like always the same shit, you just get the same missions. It's just tedious work. It's boring. It's like missions. It's like, you know, if someone came along and said, "You can automate that," do you know how much money they would make? They still haven't done it properly. Every time they try to automate a dishwashing, something like that, it comes to the catch. The machine breaks down. The dishes don't actually get washed. You know? And then everyone just kind of resorts back to the old-fashioned way of just washing the dishes. I don't know, normal way. I don't know. We had like the American style dishwashing machine at home back when I was born. It's never used. It broke down or something. And like the way it's done, it's like, I don't know, costly. I have no clue. But it's not like you're done with dinner and you just chuck all the damn dishes as they are without any just chuck them all in the machine and just come out super clean and ready to use next time. It's not like that. Never like that. And that's dishwashing. We there's no need to include what's that word again? Yeah, my language is going. Whatever, tedious like shit. If it has no value. Like some guy might twist that argument and say, well, you're just asking for like the hit to go away. Aren't you arguing for the lack of tediousness? I don't agree with that. It's not tedious. Like, it's hard to explain. If I found juicing, the act of juicing to be fun, then I don't. It's good. I think, oh my god, one that was starting to take too much time for my liking, so, but it's going along okay. Dropped out quick. Man, Smith dropped. It was at 3 billion. 3 billion yesterday. Like, not even, it's not 300 million, 3 billion. It's crazy. Let's see how it does in Megalith. I think this does pretty good in Megalith. 110 Delhi? I'll do it here. 110? Holy crap. Take it. No other monster. 110 Delhi? Like, I don't even, does T5 even, T4 Delhi even go to 110? It's a pretty high number. It means you're doing 110 less damage, and monsters doing 110 increased, so double damage. Oof. Well, one thing this build doesn't lack is damage. You can take away 110 increased because it's like removing that one low finality from the low line, from the deepest tower build. Not a big deal, unless you're like really short on damage. As an example, like if you're fighting let's see. It's cool. Alright. Let's see. Yoki dokie. 110 Delhi. Alright. Yeah, but you definitely feel the damage loss. You see, like, one thing you never see with this build are partially deleted health bars. Like, things are alive or they're not, essentially. Damage is so extreme in that sense. Of course, boss will always live, but not always, huh? This does bring the boss to one-shot territory, so. But I'm running with Delhi like this. High Delhi. Okay. You get like crazy loot. Let's see. I said juice is not fun. No, it's it's not fun. You know where it is fun? PoE 1. That's fun. I have to kind of figure out why there. I think Cobblin was like this too, just the towers. Maybe. The primary way in which you access juicing is just tablets and towers. Yeah. Oh, there's too much friction there. There's too much unnecessary. And I think the reason is all because it's for a theme, right? Just because they want. It's fun to split. These guys are beef the towers, and then I do have to beef with the. I know this room had a problem with the well. It's like, why? The well. Why don't you just come back to replenish your flasks? It's a point. It's a valid argument. Like, unless there's some benefit to not having your flasks filled, whatever there is, right? Why don't you just they change so you don't need to do that because the checkpoints before your flasks. So that's pretty weird that you wouldn't. But yeah, it's like, and then you got holy shit, like thematics, like yeah, thematics because you know click on that well and things were filled, right? So why not? But it was like, wow, how come this reveals just a light flask or thematic light, right? How come it reveals both flasks? That good. Where's that? Is that like a base? Why is that? That cells? This is the same color as Astromentus. Huh? Let's see. I do not keep track of these things. One thing too is like collecting divines is so much more fun in PoE 2 and PoE 1. It's not. They upped the drop rate, and it was like okay, cool, but then I realized I still can't buy the stuff I think would be nice. But that's okay. It's okay because you don't really need it. But a Wrathpit Globe. Okay. You know why not? Let's have fun. Use a Chance Orb. I usually hate like Chance Orb. Oh god. Cause of death. Surrounded basically. I thought I had no stun. I'll have to review this evidence here. I feel like I pushed shield charge and just never got it off. Oh. Did I not get stunned there? I feel like I got interrupted out of my shield. Was that a heavy stun? No way, right? Heavy stun only when you're doing holy incoming damage, way too high. This is where you need the Pathfinder, and I'm losing all my EXP. Wonderful. Oh man, like another reason why it's like okay. We'll have to adjust those rune sockets. I don't think the extra armor is doing anything to save me. Or evasion. Or energy shield. Honestly speaking. That was the wrong rune slot. Lightning down. Okay. That's enough. I'm losing all my XP. Let's test the theory that putting iron runes to jack up evasion over dropping that evasion and going for max LE res, which one is the priority? Evasion or LE or lightning res? So here, I'll go the other extreme, go unbalanced, that we can see the big difference. We dropped 51. Okay, so we are missing a lot of lightning res. That's almost double damage from lightning. We'll take here. just replace all the iron runes. Until we max out. Only 2 iron runes. Only 51 to 49? Well, it is pretty dumb to put. Looks like that one at least. More. Yeah, it drops a lot. It was like a bit of a huge drop off. Now we're capped. You know, gotta buy that. Or swap jewels for the evasion. Yeah, for sure. It's because I have shit rares. Well, it's better one to big damage, but the ring is kind of whatever. So yeah, just use whatever angle. Doesn't matter. Yeah, definitely. I mean, let's see. I want to test it. But looks like 4 available. Yep. Not bad. I don't die anymore. Really so easily. Of course, the 110 deli is huge, right? So we double damage. So if you have 110 deli and you don't have max res, like you have like 48, it's absolutely 4 times damage. Whatever I was max roll was it looked up at the time to see what the time jewel stuff. If anyone knows, if anyone's watching this, I doubt it, but like if you know about the time jewel it actually works, please let me know. I'd love to see it because it can open up a lot of interesting possibilities. So I can know ahead of time what only one cluster can use now. I think they forgot about the timeless jewels because the way they removed the jewel slots. There's only a handful of these jewel slots that are next to a keystone. There's no keystone here, you know, and none here, and there was one here, but like you're quite limited in the number of places where you're allowed to put it. Okay, there's one here for blood magic, but it's quite limited, you know, and yeah. This side of the tree kind of sucks. I don't know what else to say. You know, argument for taking resolute technique, honestly there is. Because often like, where's the precise technique? Where's the 40% more for like, never dealing critical hits? Come on. You know, it could be a sword thing. You know, I always, you know what's interesting about these empty slots? They're gonna put stuff in here, you know. That's a missing keystone, I think. Like, you know, it's because of the hunter's side. This part, look at the sparseness of it, you know. It's like this is not gonna remain empty space. Look, line here, cluster. I think. Look how dense it is on the deck side. Look, when they added the huntress, Deadeye. I think it's Deadeye Huntress, right? Monk. It's only Monk only? Yeah. The inside's pretty dense. So like, yeah. You see it's sparse. Empty space everywhere. That's because there's gonna be like something here. Next patch. Can't wait. I mean, like, you know? It's crazy how many hours I've played in this game, and I still look forward to the next patch. It's like, what are they gonna put in there? Like, you know, I never felt that way about D4 or D3. It's like, it's insane. It's like, oh crap. Where's the? Someone was saying like, is it good to have a mini map for everyone on Yeah, it is. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, or at least add the ability to unlock it. Oh man, that would be sweet, you know? If they had... Like, cause I get it, you want people to explore and enjoy the world, so you don't want them to just be auto-guided to a destination. But after spending enough time in that world, it's like, we get it. Like, we've seen it all, kind of. And it's like, I hate getting lost in a game. In fact, I can't be the only one. That's one reason I stopped playing No Rest for Wicked from other playthrough at the beginning. It's like, I'm lost. And I was so stuck in the first zone. And it's like, oh my god, there's this obscure area in the bottom, and then right of the map where you just kind of jump off this really dark ledge and you land on this other area. I was like, is that the way you're supposed to go there? Like, it's a bit too obscure, you know. These deaths, because the deli, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm bored. I just want to fight the bosses. Exasperation. This is where I'm just with an open mind. Is there value in my frustration? Like, is it good? I mean, if you want to sell me, I don't buy anything. But like, you want to make me. Oh, there it is. There it is. You want me to be psyched for a map upgrade? Okay, where's the map? Where's the map upgrade? There's no option for that. It was not enjoyable. It's a reason to stop playing, honestly. I keep playing because the game is just so fun in other ways. This is not a fun thing though. Anyway. That's it, right? 2 attempts left. I lost all my EXP. Oh yeah. Awesome. Wow. Oh, my right away. 110 deli is actually a thing. It's not like 110 deli, so what? It's a thing. There he was, please go. I even prevent him, I think. Boss. I don't see a boss.
Leave this place.
I see. Yeah. It's like, can't render shaders. Next boss. Still busy with shaders. Yeah. And you're invisible. I believe.
What living soul walks along the dead?
My beloved Assyria!
Too late there. Yeah, they're invisible. Oh, is that the deli effect? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, I didn't even see the wave. This is a lot of fights like that. They're doing attacks which have renders for them. I never see them. Now I see it. One downside is that. Oh, thank God. Is that more please? That's a long good. Oh my god. OP. Invisible enemy flying off the floor. I'm just gonna shoot. Crap.
I'm not ready!
These shaders. I don't know what to say about these shaders. Like, okay, I'm gonna give my computer a break. It's like, is it still rendering the shaders, or is it like? Please tell me it's like loaded all these bosses and is like rendering them in the background. obscene amount of time to not ever catch up with the shaders. Let me see what the activity is on my computer. Is it a hard disk or network or what? SSD at 11%. It's still like 60 megs per second sometimes. It's pretty crazy. GPU at 37, not that busy. CPU at 4, not that busy either. But shaders are still going. It never stops. Is that okay? I have severe loading problems in this game. Like everything just takes an eternity to load. And it's only this game. Every other game I play is fine. Just this one. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. Like this. Again. Like wasn't it loaded before? I don't understand. This freshman got sent way. Alright, it isn't loaded. Let's get this. Let's go. Load. I gotta see it. That. It's finished. Cities are done. No. Okay, that's great. Introduces it to top 5. Kidding me. Not easy, right? You're operating should just by sound. Almost. If only I had.
I need more time.
Better shield would help. But if you have a better shield, there's a okay, second one. What do I get for this? Is that like 110 everything? Like quantity and rarity? Or am I just dreaming? I think I'm just dreaming. It's a bit of a lightning thing when it goes up. Wow. Note to self, do not run these games with Delhi. It's not worth it. Well, if it is, it must be very occasionally worth it. Okay, break time. Break time.